Hello and welcome to this instructional video detailing Spotlight video recording tips for the 2021 AAAS Annual Meeting. To first detail the scientific session timeline, in late October, Spotlight video recording tips will be released in a PDF and a video format. Starting November 6th, AAAS will begin accepting speaker Spotlight video recordings. On December 14th, it's expected that all speaker Spotlight video recordings will be received. Starting on January 18th, Spotlight videos will begin to be released to registrants. Starting February 8th, scientific panels will begin to meet online. Each scientific session will have 3 Spotlight videos that will be released in late January, and these focus on the individual speaker's work. There will also be 1 live virtual panel. This gathering will take place in February, and participants will focus on how their work relates to the other panelists' findings. The panelists that present for Spotlight videos include the feature speaker, the session moderator, as well as the assigned respondent for that speaker. Each Spotlight video will be comprised of recordings of the speaker's respondent and moderator, as well as conference graphics and speaker PowerPoint slides. The following is the recording checklist for your Spotlight session. It includes organizing your content, getting your Zoom account set up, powering up, checking your internet connection, checking your visuals, checking your audio, and the recording process. For scripting your video, it is recommended to follow these following guidelines. A video for each speaker should include moderator instructions, speakers presenting findings and data, respondent asking questions about the presented findings, and the moderator's concluding remarks. For consistency, scripted moderator language will be included with PDF instructions. Spotlight videos over 25 minutes will be edited to meet time constraints at AAAS's discretion. The following is some audience data to help frame your talk. The following includes age, gender, and industry demographic information from the 2020 AAAS Annual Meeting in Seattle, Washington. Other considerations are to focus on a few key points you want your audience to remember and build the rest of your information around those. Choose your words carefully and make sure that concepts are explained for non-specialists. Use verbal tools such as examples, stories, and analogies that can illustrate key messages more clearly than overly technical information. When preparing your presentation slides, please use font size larger than 16 point. Use fonts with consistently thick lines. Provide captions for any videos you show, and use a high color contrast for text and background of slides, such as a dark text on a light background. Remember to check your power. Connect to a power source if you can. And if you are wireless, make sure your laptop/device is fully charged. As well, make sure your wireless keyboard and mouse are also fully charged. Make sure to check your internet connection. A stable, high-quality internet connection is critical for Zoom recordings. This will affect the quality of the presentation recording, as well as captured discussion. To test your internet connection, you can visit speedtest.com. The target speeds are the following: a download speed of 5 megabytes per second and above, as well as an upload speed of 5 megabits per second and above. To avoid connection issues, and for connection stability, plug your computer directly into your router using an Ethernet cable, if possible. Avoiding connection issues. If you must use Wi-Fi, turn off other devices that may be sharing the same signal, such as phones, tablets, and video game consoles. Try to free your router. Make sure it's out of a cabinet and in an open location high in the room. Turn off all other applications on your computer that you won't need for the virtual session recording. Avoid using the microwave and other sources of electromagnetic interference. You can test your microphone within Zoom. Please make sure your audio output is high quality. Microphones should be 6 to 12 inches from your mouth. A standalone, external microphone provides better quality than built-in computer microphones. You can test within Zoom, but you can also test your microphone at mictests.com. If you are not speaking during a recording, please mute yourself and turn off all notifications on your computer. This includes emails and so on. You can test your web camera within Zoom. You can also test using webcamtests.com. The target/recommended specs are the following: a stream type that outputs as video, a resolution that is at least 720p, video standard of HD, and a bitrate of 15 megabytes per second and above. Please consider the following when positioning yourself. Stand up if possible. If you prefer to sit, lean forward. Avoid slouching away from the camera. Wear solid colored clothing, avoiding the color green. and try to limit the amount of headroom above your head in your web camera. For backgrounds, try to avoid busy-looking backgrounds. Get rid of any asymmetries or shapes that appear to cut into your head/body. Remove or cover distracting objects or words behind you. Natural backgrounds work best for presentations. However, if you feel it's necessary to use a virtual background, please do the following. Test. Some web cameras will support virtual backgrounds, others do not. Maximize space between you and the background. Choose a background that contrasts with your hair and clothing. Virtual backgrounds work best with uniform lighting. And please do not use video as your virtual background, and please use discretion when selecting your virtual background. When placing your web camera, it should be at eye level or slightly higher, within 2 feet of you for optimal framing. You can also use a set of books underneath your laptop to prop up your camera. Please place any notes near the camera so you are not looking down while reading. It is recommended that you look directly into the camera during your recording. For lighting, try to shoot in a well-lit area. If possible, find a location with access to diffuse natural light that you can control and is positioned towards your face. Avoid direct, harsh sunlight, which causes dramatic shadows on or washes out your face. And prevent yourself from looking silhouetted by avoiding bright lights or windows directly behind you. For artificial light, placing lights on both sides of your computer and directed above can create a studio effect. Lighting that is LED-based is preferable, as it does not get too hot for the presenter to use. Use a softened, diffused lamp. Lampshades typically do the trick, that is placed at a 45-degree angle in front of you. This will eliminate most shadows on your face. The following section details recording instructions relating to introductions, thanks, and how to keep things moving. The moderator. For spotlight videos, the moderator introduces each speaker and respondent and brings the video to a close. For consistency, a standardized script will be made available. Moderators should record their introductions and closings as the speakers do. This is detailed in the slides below. The following details recording instructions for when the speaker presents their findings and their data. In order to record via Zoom, first start a Zoom meeting. Please turn on and test your microphone, and turn on your camera and find an appropriate background for filming. For this recording, your slides and camera will both need to be visible. First, make sure you've opened your slide presentation, and in the toolbar, click on the green Share Screen button. After clicking on the Share Screen button, you will be provided with options on which screen to share. Choose your slide presentation to begin sharing. After sharing your screen, you should have your slide presentation open and your camera in the top right corner of your screen like this. Once you've adjusted your presentation, you will need to make your camera larger on the screen. In the bottom left of your camera box, highlighted by the red circle, click and drag to make your camera frame as large as it can be. Your slide presentation should only take up about half of your screen. Your slides do not need to be in full screen presentation view. We only need to see the slides as a reference point for the video editors. If you do not see your camera in the top right corner, please hover your cursor above the talking bar in the top right corner. You should see 2 icons that appear above this bar. The larger of the 2 rectangles will say Show Thumbnail Video. Please click on this to make your camera appear. Once you have this set up, hover your cursor at the top of your screen near the green You Are Screen Sharing bar, and the Zoom toolbar will appear. At the far right of the toolbar, click on More, and a list of options will appear. Once you're ready to begin your presentation, click on Record. Please note, if you have a paid Zoom account, you will have 2 options for recording. In this case, please click on Record to Computer. After beginning to record, your screen sharing bar should look like the screenshot above, with a red recording icon. Once you've confirmed that this icon has appeared, you can begin delivering your presentation. Some notes for presentation recordings. For presentation recordings, try to deliver your presentation as if you are delivering it to a live audience. Avoid speaking in monotone or speaking too quickly. Make sure to pause after explaining each visual so that individuals will have a chance to process the information. And remember to gesture purposefully and appropriately for emphasis. And if you need to restart a slide, a sentence, take a drink of water, or anything else, please wait for 3 seconds before beginning again. This will give ample time for the editors to cut out any pauses or restarts. After finishing your presentation, hover your cursor at the top of the screen and click on More to get the list of options to appear. Choose Stop Recording to finish your presentation recording. Afterwards, the respondent will ask the speaker questions. The discussion between the speaker and the respondent should be synchronously recorded, so the speaker and the respondent record in the same way as the speaker presentation. Each should record themselves, following the instructions that were detailed previously, and send their personal MP4s and MP3s to the Dropbox file request. Once you exit Zoom, a conversion process will occur. Once the conversion is complete, a folder containing the recording files will open. Please note, by default, the audio/video file will be named zoom_0.mp4. The audio-only file is an M4A file and is named audio_only.m4a. After the files have converted, please rename them based on this convention. AM21_ your session ID, _ the first 3 words of the session, _ the speaker's last name, .file extension. An example of this is AM21_4660 _ the ecosystem in _ jones.mp4. You will be sent a Dropbox file request email to deposit the folder with your recording files. AAAS staff will check these recordings before sending along to our editors. Thank you in advance for your time, energy, and attention. As noted previously, speaker recordings will start being received on November 6th, 2020, and all speaker recordings are due December 14th, 2020. Completed Spotlight videos will be released to registrants starting January 18th, 2021. If you have any questions, please email meetings@AAAS.org. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.